Hello and welcome on in to Foundation Field. We got a good one for you today. The Hamilton Joes, moments away from taking on the Richmond Jazz. And we got a good one because the Joes have been hot. Almost as hot as the heat wave that's been sweeping the Midwest recently. Thankfully not as humid. But the Joes are hot, and a lot of that has to do with the bats. We got 8 hitters on the Hamilton Joes above 300. A lot of that has to do with the past few games. The Joes did not get off to a hot start on the first few games. They got 8 hitters above 300, 7 of which with a 400-plus OBP. They got Nick Wimmers, Bennett Clement. We got Bridges, we got Miller, Hawthorne, Melvin, Badalak, and Fink on that list, 2 of which, Clement and Hawthorne, both looking to extend a 7-game hitting streak. Hawthorne not in the lineup, but Clement will be in the lineup here tonight, and he's looking to extend that to 8 games. And it's all about putting the ball in play today because Richmond leads the GLSEL with 20 errors. If they can put the ball in play today, there's no telling what can happen. It's all about staying hot at the plate, and this team can stay hot as a whole. And that pitching, too, has been unstoppable. It's been lights out on the mound for the Hamilton Joes as of late. They look to continue that tonight. And the Richmond Jazz only have 6 players with a 300 average or above in their last 7 games. So it should be a very offensive game here tonight, but hopefully the Hamilton Joes can hold it on the mound, keep that lights-out pitching. That's about all we got for you on the pregame show. We're moments away. The Richmond Jazz here at Foundation Field taking on your Hamilton Joes. First pitch is at 7:05. We have that coming up next.
introduce the starters for both teams. First, for the 3 and 5 Richmond Jazz. Leading off playing shortstop, number 14, Aiden Hines.
Welcome back inside Foundation Field here in Hamilton. The Joes have returned as they will play host to the Richmond Jazz on this Saturday evening. Good Saturday evening for baseball. 78 degrees, not a cloud in the sky here in Hamilton. A great sight after we got a whole lot of rain in the early goings of the season while the Joes were here at home. Should be great weather and good crowd on hand to see some Joes baseball. Luke Westpoley glad to be joined alongside once again by Nick Johnson. Nick, solid showing for this Joes team on the road. 3-0 on the week. All three of those games coming on the road. They will head back to the bus trip tomorrow as they will head to Licking County, but for now a chance to show out for the home fans.
Absolutely. I mean, this week has been a huge step for the Joes. Absolutely not the first week you want to have to start the season, but I've been saying it all along. Baseball is a funky sport. I mean, they have definitely hit that turning point. I think today is another big step because if they can keep it going, I mean, it's full speed ahead from here.
Absolutely. The Joes, who struggle a little bit in week one, kind of found their stride, as now since the 2 off days to begin week 2, they are 3-0. They have 3 road wins. They will look to bring that luck back to Foundation Field as we are here tonight. Kettering Health starting lineups. First for the visiting Richmond Jazz. Batting first and playing shortstop is Aiden Hines. Batting second, the second baseman Cade Parker. Batting third, the third baseman Peyton Lane. Batting fourth in the cleanup spot, Austin Deering. He is the DH. Batting fifth, Brandon Schreff in right field. Batting sixth, Connor O'Malley, the first baseman. Batting seventh, Drew Barber, the catcher. Batting eighth is Kyle Kuramoto, the left fielder. And rounding out the order is the center fielder, Leandre Turner. For the Joes, batting first will be Grant Miller. He will play left field. Batting second, the team leader in average, Bennett Clement. He will be in center. Clay Badalak will play second base and bat third. Andrew Patrick in right field today, and he will bat in the cleanup spot. Batting fifth, the catcher, Evan Ulrich. Tristan Melvin, the DH today for the Joes. He will bat sixth. Batting seventh, Cal Brazier, the first baseman. Parker Lester back in the lineup for today. He will be at third base, batting eighth. And batting ninth, also a reinsertion into the lineup for Sam Lowe, who will be at short. On the mound for the Joes is Clay Brock, making his second appearance, fresh off the announcement yesterday that he will be transferring from Central Michigan to the local Northern Kentucky Norse to conclude the rest of his eligibility. Clay has appeared in one game, pitched 3 innings for the Joes, gave up 4 hits, no earned runs, and struck out 1. And will now make his second start. So we haven't seen Clay in a little while. He's gotten some time to rest and recuperate, and as mentioned, fresh off the transfer announcement that actually came while the team was driving on the bus yesterday for the game at Grand Lake. He will be on the mound tonight. Clay's last appearance came against the Licking County Settlers. That was on June 11th, as he pitched 3 innings in that one in the eventual Joes loss here at home. Joe's currently riding the longest active win streak in the entire GLSCL of 3 games, but then also at the same time, the longest active home losing streak in the GLSCL as it currently sits at 4 games. And now we will almost be set to go here. There's an extended conversation in between Richmond Jazz head coach Michael Skelly and home plate umpire Greg Wieland.
It's one of my favorite parts of the game is always watching that coach try and talk up that umpire, really get that strike zone just a little bit bigger for their guy on the mound.
And so now the throwdown will happen and we'll be all set to go here from Hamilton. Aiden Hines is going to lead things off for the Jazz, batting just .267 on the season, but how about this, .545 as the leadoff man. And he will bat first for the Jazz as they begin this one here on the road.
Be fully expecting them to pitch around this guy a little bit the first time up.
Big swing and a miss there from Clay Brock as that one falls into the inside corner of the zone for strike 1. So quickly an 0-1 count as Brock will now wind and fire the second delivery in the same spot. This time, though, Hines will lay off. One, here's the pitch. And that one right down Broadway for strike 2. So Clay Brock looking pretty solid here in this first batter faced. Aiden Hines, fellow MAC member, plays for Ball State, Muncie, Indiana native. He'll face the 1-2. Swing and a grounder. Sam Lowe coming over to grab it from short, sidearms over to first. Brazier with the stretch, and they got him in time for out number 1. That throw was a bit of a lollipop over to first as Cal Brazier had to do the splits to secure that one, but he does successfully, and the first batter retired for Richmond.
Move that 545 down just a little bit.
So that'll bring up Cade Parker, who leads the team in average, batting .350 on the season. 1 out, nobody on. He goes after the first pitch, lifted up right side. It's pushing out of play, and it will finish in the softball field on the right side here at Foundation Field. Pretty good crowd on hand here for the 1 Joe's game going on this Father's Day weekend at home. It's the 0-1 offering on the way, and that one finds his own as well. There was a Father's Day event earlier today in Hamilton that some Joes attended. Some fans filing in after that to catch some baseball here in the nightcap. 0-2. Waste pitch outside. One ball and 2 strikes. Brock winds and deals. Waiting on it. This is a grounder over to short. Another play from Lowe to Brazier in time. Cleaner this time for out number 2. Sam Lowe, the Colorado native, playing out there at short, plays collegiately for Charleston Southern. Coaching staff raving about his defensive ability. That was an area where the Joes struggled a little bit early in that first week of the season, but they've really cleaned things up in the last week, and it's shown as they are 3-0. First pitch misses inside for Peyton Lane. Now Brock will wind and fire. Breaking ball didn't come down. 4-2. Clay Brock will take a second to collect himself. Facing off with Peyton Lane, his future teammate. Member of the Northern Kentucky Norse. 2-0. Misses down and away for ball 3. So after 2 straight outs.
Maybe it's a scouting report thing, but it seems like he's been pitching very aggressively to start this game, and that all kind of fell off this at-bat.
And it's going to be a 4-pitch walk. So Lane will extend the inning. Brock continuing to try and work that fastball. He's throwing a lot of high velo pitches here early. Runner on first, 2 outs for Austin Deering, the DH, batting .259 on the season. First pitch to Deering, misses down and away, 4-1. 5 straight balls for Clay Brock. The 1-0. And that time he finds the zone to even the count at a ball and a strike. Joe's went with the white on white today with the black caps. Joe's insignia in script in red across the front. Jazz in the blue uniforms with gray pants. 1-1, swing and a miss as that one dives away from the bat of Deering. So now the count 1-2. Brock pitching from the stretch. Takes a little look over to first and now sets. Runner goes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Ball was dropped by Ulrich, but he'll fire it over to first upon recovering, and that will retire the side. Peyton Lane able to work the 2-out walk, but he won't move any farther as the Joes are able to escape the top of the first and hang a 0 on the scoreboard. Joe's coming to the plate for the first time tonight when we return. Bottom of the first on the way from Foundation Field on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. ADG Services is Hamilton and Fairfield's most trusted painting contractors, offering deck staining, sealing, and waterproofing, as well as drywall texturing and exterior and interior painting, as well as many other services. ADG Services is your way to go for all your painting needs. Visit them at 456 Sims Road in Fairfield or give them a call at 513-295-2767. ADG Services, a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes. All Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth, supporting those who serve us.
Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery Services, in partnership with the community, is here to provide comprehensive recovery-oriented system of care and prevention. In addition, we continuously improve the quality of life of Butler County citizens through the support of addiction and mental health recovery services. Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes. Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations.
Bottom of the first inning here from Foundation Field. First batter for the Joes will be Grant Miller, batting .348 on the season. He will face off against Nate Hemrick. First pitch slides away from the zone for ball one. Nate Hemrick making his second start. Pitched 5 innings in his first one, gave up 3 earned runs off 7 hits. Nate plays collegiately in Richmond for the Earlham Quakers. 1-0 to Miller. Misses outside. It'll get all the way to the backstop as it got by Drew Barber behind the plate.
Hemrick very much a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and that could work out very well. As I said in the pregame show, the Jazz, 20 errors on this year. I mean, you can put it in play. I mean, this is a dangerous lineup to be pitching to contact.
2-0 to Miller. Hemrick kicks and deals. That time he'll find the zone on the, looks like slider once again as it caught the outside corner. Hemrick, a stretch pitcher with nobody on here in the bottom of the first. Miller will call time. Yeah, this is a Joe's team, Nick, that's been hitting the ball really well lately. As they've put up all kinds of runs in the past couple of games. In the game against Xenia, they only had 2, but they had 9 hits, which is significantly more than we saw last week.
Absolutely, especially Miller.
2-1, bunt is popped up. Barber underneath it in foul territory. He makes the catch for the first out.
Miller, a big part of that. He had a 348 average and 5 RBIs. That's tied for second on the team. Unfortunately, not able to get anything done there.
So a disappointing finish there for Grant Miller. But that will bring up a really hot bat in Bennett Clement, who's right now leading the GLSCL in hits and riding a 7-game hit streak. And that is Bennett Clement.
Anytime you're sniffing a 400 average, you have done a great job, and Clement's sitting right there at the 400 mark.
First pitch misses high and in for ball 1. Bennett out of LSU Eunice. He's done a great job both offensively and defensively out there in center field. We'll face the 1-0. Ground this one slowly up the middle. Takes a deflection off the pitcher's mound. Hines over from short on to first in time for the second out of the inning. So now Clay Badalak will come up. Clay batting .353 this season. Got pinch hit for yesterday late in the game. Goes after the first pitch and fouls it off on the left side. Hits off the screen. Bases empty, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. No score between the Hamilton Joes and Richmond Jazz. Oh, 1 offering will miss outside. As mentioned, a decent crowd on hand here in Hamilton, and probably the best night in terms of weather we've seen at home all season long. 1-1 near the feet. And Badalak kind of slides to get out of the way of it. So it'll make the count 2 balls in, 1 strike to Clay. Andrew Patrick on deck for the Joes. 2-1 pitch, grounded right side. That'll finish just foul as it makes its way out to the outfield. Two-two. Here it comes outside, and the count is now full. Before Badalak was pinch hit for yesterday, he was 1 for 4 with a single, and then in the 6th inning he reached via an error. Payoff pitch, grounded up right side, tough play at second. It's knocked down by Parker. He throws over to first, and it is in time for out number 3. Nice play by Cade Parker, who slid to his left to block that one from going into the outfield, and then from his backside threw on to first to end the inning. Joe's retired 1-2-3. We'll head to the second. No score between Richmond and Hamilton. We'll be back in just a moment on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service. The kind of service that you can't get just anywhere these days. We invite you to explore our site to learn more about Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home at browndawsonflick.com, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
Leading off the second inning for the Richmond Jazz will be Brandon Schreff. Two-way guy betting $2.59 on the season. Schreff playing in right field tonight. First pitch from Clay Brock will miss up high for ball 1. And now the second delivery on the way, up the top of the bat, up in the air and out of play on the right side. That will even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Pretty much no wind here on a 78-degree day from Hamilton. 1-1, swing and a miss. That pitch diving low into the turf. And Schreff not able to track it down to run the count 1-2. Clay Brock in that first inning sitting in the upper 80s with most of his off-speed stuff sitting in the lower 80s. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The fastball up high, and it's blown by Schreff for out number 1 of the inning. That will bring up Connor O'Malley. Righty on lefty matchup. First pitch misses down and away for ball 1.
O'Malley, a dangerous bat to start this year, 7 hits and 21 at-bats.
One-0 pitch on the way, and that finds the outside corner. Brock's done a pretty good job commanding the zone so far, despite the 1 walk. Seems like he's found his spots pretty well. 1-1 in the same spot, strike 2. Back-to-back fastballs for Clay.
O'Malley noticeably upset with that call.
Here's the 1-2 offering. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts now make it 3 straight dating back to last inning for Clay Brock. And now Drew Barber up to the plate. Drew batting .083 on the season, looking for a change of fortune here. 2 down in the top of the second. Brock's first pitch just missing the inside part of the zone for ball 1. .1-0 on the way, right down the heart of the plate, for strike 1. Ball and a strike. Base is empty, 2 outs. Brock deals. That one up near the hands, just missing that inside corner for ball 2. Now the 2-1 offering on the way. Watch out, that plunked him. Brock just lost it a little bit there. And so that'll put a runner on first. With 2 outs. Drew Barber is hit. And now Kyle Kuramoto will come up. Runner on first, 2 down. Kyle, the lefty, going to take a look over at Michael Skelly on third. Waiting for the sign. Clay Brock looking to escape the innings. Second time the Jazz now in 2 innings have gotten a base runner with 2 outs. First pitch from Brock misses down low for ball 1. On the fastball, that was just a little too low for that outside corner. Now this one's taken in the air left side, getting towards the fence. This one's going to get a little bit out of play. Just a bit too far for Parker Lester to pursue. Lester back in the lineup for the Joes after a night off in the field yesterday for the majority of the game, and then coming in to pinch hit late for Walker Bridges. 1-1. Grounder to second. Coming over and making the play on it, just popping it up with the bare hand is Clay Badalak, and that will retire the side. So no runs for the Jazz in the top of the second inning, and the Joes looking to pick up their first lead of the game as we head to the home half of the second. 4-5-6 due up for Hamilton. When we come back, you're watching Joes Baseball on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
Joe's fans, Chatterbox Sports is your home for high school sports all across Butler County. For live events, exclusive interviews, podcasts, photos, and more, visit chatterboxsports.com. Also follow them on Twitter and Instagram at CBoxSports.
For over 130 years, Coca-Cola has been guided by a spirit of creativity, innovation, collaboration, and love of community. The next time you come to Foundation Field to watch a Hamilton Joes game, do yourself a favor and get yourself an ice-cold Coke. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Come curious and leave inspired. The Fitton Center for Creative Arts isn't just a building, it's an experience. We are a nonprofit community arts organization that has been a part of the Hamilton community for over 20 years. Visit us soon to see what we have to offer. Learn something new in one of our art classes or workshops that are open to students of all ages. Be enthralled by extraordinary musicians, actors, and dancers at one of our live performances. Stroll through our remarkable art galleries or reserve one of our diverse venues for your special event. Become a part of the Fitton Center and redefine the way you experience the arts in Hamilton.
Andrew Patrick will lead off for the Joes here in the bottom of the second inning. Andrew batting 143 on the season. First pitch from Hemrick misses down and away for ball one. Interesting that despite Patrick batting just 143, it seems like he's gotten on base a whole ton, and that's just because of the sheer amount of times he's been walked or hit. 5 times in the last 2 games.
He's dangerous on the base paths, too, 5-0.
That one's fouled off on the right side to even the count on a ball and a strike. Patrick can hit the ball. He was probably the most successful Joe in terms of their spring season at the plate, as he got a whole ton of plate appearances for the Wright State Raiders. 1-1. He lays off, and that one found the zone. Just on the low part, slider action from Nate Hemrick. So the count is 1-2. Hemrick set on the mound. He kicks and fires home. This one's reached for and popped up into shallow right center field. Coming over from center is Turner, but Schreff will wave him off and make the catch in right for the first out of the inning. Evan Ulrich up next for the Joes. Evan batting 185 this season. Another Joe who had a successful spring season at Charleston. He's got some Gunna on the walk-up music. Said he couldn't change it because of how well he hit during the season in the spring. Had to keep the same walk-up. First pitch from Hemrick misses down and away for ball one.
Baseball, very much a superstitious sport.
Absolutely.
You'll love to see it from him.
Yep.
Love to see it.
Evan hit a home run on opening night. That was the first home run, and then we didn't see any more until the last 2 nights when the Joes have hit 1 home run each. So the total tally 3 for the team. 1-0, slides outside for ball 2. Here's the 2-0 pitch now. And this one lined sharply over at third, knocked down by Lane. He picks it up and throws across, and it is in time for the out. Oh my goodness, what a play over there at third. That was Peyton Lane, who almost caught that hard hit line ball by Evan Ulrich. Instead, he just kind of knocked it down and then somehow was able to recover it and then throw across the diamond for the out. So now 2 down in the inning for the Joes, as Evan Ulrich on his way back to the dugout had some words for Tristan Melvin, the new batter. First pitch to Melvin over the outside corner on the fastball for strike 1. Melvin batting .333 on the season, has had a pretty nice start to the year. .01 offering on the way. That one slides outside, but just catches a plate on its way through. That'll run the count 0-2. Nate Hemrick with a solid start to his day. He's retired the first 5 Joes. Looking to make it 6. 0-2. This one lifted up and fouled off into the screen. I think they may have tightened the screen while we were on the road, as it's looking extra bouncy today. .02. Here's the pitch. That one dives into the turf. Barber springs out of the stance and blocks it with the chest.
Melvin, no doubt hungry at the plate. Looked like he almost wanted to go fishing for that one.
1-2 pitch. inside. That one nearly clipped his elbow. I think he wanted it. He didn't try to get out of the way or anything. I think he almost kind of tried to stick that elbow out maybe a little bit, but wasn't able to catch a piece of the baseball. So the count now 2-2. Base is empty. Hemrick deals, checks swing. Did he go around? They're checking to the base umpire. He did. And despite that one being dropped by Barber, no chance for the drop third strike from Tristan Melvin, and he will be retired for the third out of the inning. First strikeout for Nate Hemrick, but he's rolling for 6. Joe's down in order, and we will head to the top of the third. No score between Hamilton and Richmond. We'll be back in a moment on the All Wealth Hamilton Joe's Broadcast Network.
Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with community-focused health care. With skilled specialists and cutting-edge technology, they feature advanced wound care, emergency care with a Level 3 trauma center, heart and vascular care, maternity care, and orthopedics and joint replacement. Visit them at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton or give them a call at 513-867-2000 for all of your healthcare needs.
Joe's fans, pay a visit to Alley's on the River for a night of family fun. Visit them in Hamilton or give them a call at 513-895-0186. Alley's on the River, proud partner of your Hamilton Joes. Joe's fans, pay a visit to Canes in Fairfield before or after any Joe's game. Top of the third inning here from Foundation Field. Leandre Turner is the leadoff man for the Richmond Jazz. No score between Richmond and Hamilton. Dre, the 9-hitter in the lineup. Last Jazz player to come to the plate. Clay Brock's first offering, missing off the plate for ball 1. Leandre, the sophomore out of Southfield, Michigan, plays collegiately for Grambling State. Fouls this one straight back to even the count at 1-1. Turner played for the Jazz last year. A lot of returners. This probably has the highest returner rate, this Jazz team, of any team, at least in the South Division. 1-1 from Brock. Sliding, this one's chopped over to short. Lowe comes in on it, reaches up, jumping throw over to first is in time.
Lowe having an incredible game, flashing that leather out there.
That is now the third infield assist for Sam Lowe. And that'll bring up Aiden Hines. Back to the top of the order we go. Everyone getting their second look now at Clay Brock. First time the Jazz have seen Brock this season. First pitch to Hines, misses down low, check swing, but Hines able to hold up. 1 ball and no strikes. Base is empty, 1 out here in the top of the third. No score between Richmond and Hamilton. 1-0 offering, grounded foul up the left side. Sharply hit towards the Joe's dugout. One. This one grounded in the similar spot to make the count 1-2. Righty on righty matchup here. Brock from the letters. Just missing inside on that fastball. Fire siren going on in the background. 2-2. Missing down low. Breaking ball that time from Clay Brock, and Hines not fooled by it. Still light out here in Hamilton. 3-2, swing and a miss, strike three. It's a strikeout for Clay Brock. That is now his fourth. And 2 down in the inning. As Cade Parker comes up. First pitch to Cade misses up high, 4-1. Cade grounded out to short his first time up.
Who else but Sam Lowe tonight?
Absolutely. 1-0 offering. Catches the inside half of the plate. So 1-1 the count now. One pitch from Brock. That one misses down low. 2 balls and a strike now.
Hitters count not the place you want to be with this guy. 350 average, 7 hits, 20 at-bats. Undoubtedly the most dangerous hitter in the lineup.
And he will ground this one to Sam Lowe this time, though, on the backhand. He's just able to knock it down. No play across the diamond. What we thinking, Sam Muse? Take a look over at our stats guy who's debating whether or not this is going to be an E6 or a hit.
I mean, if Sam Lowe can't come up with it, who can't?
That is true with the way he's played tonight. As we get a quick pickoff move that actually hit Parker up high as it got away from Cal Brazier at first. It's going to be called an E6. Runner on first, 2 outs. First pitch, grounded to third. Lester scoops. He's going to go to first. And that one well in time for out number 3. Another 2-out base runner for the Jazz, and still nothing. We will head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. No score between the Joes and Jazz. Stay with us here on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
Woman-owned and family-operated, M&G Body Shop has a honest and dependable staff that has over 30 years of experience bringing cars back to life. M&G Body Shop can get your car back safely on the road, providing a wide variety of services including bodywork, frame adjustment, painting, total loss evaluation, window and glass repair, collision repair, alignment, insurance claim reports, and paintless dent repair, and more. Visit M&G Body Shop at 12018 Hamilton Avenue in Cincinnati or call them up at 513-851-9056.
Tonight's nonprofit of the game is Delta Sigma Pi Leadership Foundation. Delta Sigma Pi is the nation's largest and first co-ed professional business fraternity that encourages personal and professional development of men and women pursuing careers in business through professional, service, scholastic, and social events. The Delta Sigma Pi Leadership Foundation financially supports educational and charitable programs within the fraternity that enable Delta Sigma Pi members to achieve individual and professional excellence. Let's root on the Joes to 11 strikeouts to benefit tonight's nonprofit of the game. Leadoff man Cal Brazier, first pitch fouled off from Cal. First Brazier we'll see of Nate Hemrick, who has gone 6 for 6, retiring the Joes through the first 2 innings. Here's the 0-1 offering, and that one misses outside. Ball and a strike. The pitch to Brazier, slider, he thought about it. Check to the base umpire, no go. 2 balls and 1 strike now. It's a Brazier. Hemrick set on the mound. He kicks and fires home. Brazier hits this one up the left side through the gap in the infield for a base hit. So Cal Brazier finally solves the puzzle that is Nate Hemrick. He is aboard with nobody out. And that will bring up Parker Lester. Joes have had some success in the past couple of games as it's taken them kind of a couple innings to get going, but once the leadoff man has gotten on, that's generally started a trend that has continued to push runs across. Parker Lester, lefty, will face off against the righty Hemrick. Runner on first, nobody out. First pitch to Lester, across the plate for strike 1. Parker came in to pinch hit yesterday, got his first hit of the season after a bit of a struggle at the plate. Lester's been strong defensively, but just couldn't find the holes in the outfield. Was finally able to do so with a really hard hit single yesterday. 0-1 offering. That one misses down and in.
Lester definitely due. Hopefully that was the start of a hot streak for him. Definitely needs it.
Yeah, Lester said that he wasn't panicking or anything throughout the streak. He actually talked to his college coaches in Miami, Coach Hayden, and they said, don't worry about it. It just, kind of happens. And he'll certainly get out of it. Pick over to first, gets by. Brazier stumbled a little bit, but thanks to the deflection off the fence, he's going to reach second easily. And so Hemrick a little wild on the pickoff move. It's going to be an E1 that's going to advance Brazier into scoring position. Big chance for a momentum push coming from the bat of Parker Lester.
Brazier only 1 stolen base on the year. Very odd pickoff attempt to be so aggressive with it.
Yeah, and Brazier kind of fell on his slide back to first, and then when he was getting up to try and go to second, fell again. But lucky for him, that ball had gotten too far away from both Jazz players pursuing it. 1-1 to Lester. He fouls this one back.
It's the universal sign you're doing something right. It's found one back.
One ball and 2 strikes. Hemrick eyes up Lester and takes a quick step off. Now Hemrick will come set. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball ripped into right center. That's going to get down for at least 1. Rounding third and coming home is Brazier. Lester on his way to second, and he is pulled in with a stand-up double. Say hi, Parker Lester. Big wave over to the Joes dugout. It's an RBI double, and that'll give the Joes a 1-0 lead.
Beautiful piece of hitting from Lester there. I mean, he definitely found his way out of the slump on that one. Slumps are part of the game. You got to find your way out, and that's what he just did.
Fantastic piece of hitting from Parker Lester with 2 strikes on him as he rips that one into the gap in right center for a stand-up double. Now Sam Lowe coming up to the plate. We talked about everything he's done in the field tonight. Runner on second, nobody out, trying to extend on this Joe's lead. Hemrick's first pitch slides over the outside half of the plate for strike 1.
Hidden in all this. That was the 21st error on the season, really making him pay with that double.
Absolutely. That was a shallow for a double. Would have maybe been tough for Brazier to score from first otherwise. 0-1 to Lowe, missing outside. Because, yeah, that ball did not reach the track. It kind of died in the outfield grass before Leandre Turner came over from center to pick it up. It was probably about 20 or 30 feet in front of the warning track when it was picked off the turf. But an easy stand-up double for Parker Lester, and Brazier scored with no throw. 1-1. That one in the turf. Good job by Barber to keep that one in front and hold Lester on second.
Really jumping around there, really threatening to go.
We saw the Joe's runners, yesterday really mess with the pitchers of Grand Lake over at second base. We saw some huge leads from them. 2-1. This one lifted in the air right side, spinning towards foul territory, pursuing hard as Schreff. He's not going to get there, and this one's going to get out of play into the Jazz bullpen. 2-2 count, nobody out to Sam Lowe. Parker Lester standing on second after the RBI double. That was Parker's first RBI of the season. Yesterday, after his hit, Lester was able to advance over to second on the single from Nick Wimmers. Then he tried to steal third and was caught. So not quite an extended stay yet for Lester on the base paths. Two-two to Lowe. He reaches for it and lifts this one. Looper to shallow right field in foul territory, reaching back for it and making the catch is O'Malley. Now he'll fire all the way across, but that throw is just going to roll into third after Lester got there. So Parker will tag. Sam Lowe hit that one in an awkward spot. It was a good catch by O'Malley. It kind of came over his shoulder, but a runner will advance. And now we will head back to the top of the order as Grant Miller will try to get the second Joe's run in. Lester on third, one out. Hemrick's first pitch. This one hit off the top of the bat and out of play to the right of the box. We saw Miller kind of take it like a normal at-bat to lead off the game in the top of the first for the Joes, or the bottom of the first, and then after he had a strike on him, he tried to put a bunt down and ended up popping out to Drew Barber. Now looking to get one in play. Jazz infield at normal depth. 0-1. This one ripped into left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Lester waited on it just to be safe, but he will come in to score. And it's an RBI single from Grant Miller to double the Joes' lead. Good job by Miller to wait on that one to get to him. Miller's certainly looking like he had learned something from his first at-bat, as he was able to figure it out off Hemrick. So now a runner on first with one out. Joe's leading by 2. Bennett Clement is the batter. Miller leaning at first. He goes. Pitch is in there. Throw down to second's a good one, but the ball pops out of the mid of Parker at second. So it'll be a stolen bag for Miller. Good throw by Drew Barber behind the plate. Miller got a pretty good jump, but the tag was not able to be applied. So a stolen bag. Miller moves into scoring position.
It's now Miller's 5th stolen base on the year, only caught once. Continues to be dangerous and lights out on the base pass, really.
0-1 is the count to Clement after the first pitch found the zone, and the second one hits him. So Clement will wear it and take his base. And now they're on first and second. Clay Badalak coming up.
The second time through the lineup is always where the fun starts. That offense really starts to come alive, and the Joes kind of got lucky catching fire the end of the first time through. I mean, with only one out. Possibilities in this inning, really endless. I mean, they could do a lot of damage here.
Yeah, there's a lot that could still be done. You got a hot bat coming up in the lefty, Clay Badalak. First and second, one out. First pitch to Clay, runs inside for ball one. Badalak grounded out to second his first time up, but was kind of robbed of a hit off a great play by Cade Parker, who knocked the ball down and was able to throw from the ground. The 1-0 pitch. Both runners go. They're going to go to third with it, and the tag is in time. Not able to dodge around that one, Miller. He is caught. Clement advances over to second. But 2 outs now, as Miller is caught stealing for just the second time this season. Badalak facing a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Over the outside corner. Umpire rung him up, but miscounted his strikes there. So that'll just be strike 2. 1-2 the count now. Runner on second, 2 outs after Miller caught stealing. That runner on second base is Bennett Clement. Righty pitcher facing off with the left-handed hitter, Badalak. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Bit of a delayed swing there from Badalak, who knocks the bat off the foot in frustration, as that will be the second strikeout for Nate Hemrick, and it will end the inning here in the bottom of the third. But the Joes are able to strike first. They draw first blood here in the third inning. 2 runs come across thanks to the bats of Cal Brazier and Parker Lester. To the top of the fourth we go. Deering, Schreff, and O'Malley due up for the Jazz as they try to cut into this lead. You're watching Joes Baseball on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
Queen City Hospice is your local, independently owned and operated center that is dedicated to providing patient-centered care and support to residents of the greater Cincinnati area in whatever place they call home. We understand that our staff is the most important aspect of our organization, and that is why we hire only the most qualified and compassionate individuals in the industry. This is why our care is second to none.
Austin Deering is the leadoff hitter for the Richmond Jazz in the top of the fourth. They're trying to cut into this Joes lead that stands at 2-0 after the Joes were able to plate both of their runs in the bottom of the third inning. Clay Brock retaking the mound for the Joes. His first offering to Deering on the way, and it's a fastball over the outside half of the plate for strike 1. Pitcher beginning to get loose in the Joes bullpen. 0-1, swing and a miss. Maybe a change piece there that Deering was fooled on. He swings out in front, and will run the count 0-2.
Crowd definitely getting rowdy with that beer batter.
Now the 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout for Austin Deering. The beer batter goes down. That'll light up the home crowd. It's the 5th strikeout of the game for Clay Brock.
Deering's second K of the game. Both swinging.
So the base is empty. 1 out now for Brandon Schreff. First pitch in there for a strike. Now the 0-1 offering, and it slides into the zone for strike 2. Oh my goodness, that one looked like it was going to come up and hit Schreff.
Lots of brick. Lots of brick.
On the shoulder, and it falls right into the zone. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Right side of the infield. Coming in from first is Brazier in foul territory. He makes the catch. About 10 feet in front of first. Two outs in the inning. Bases empty now for Connor O'Malley. Brock's first pitch to him. He goes after it. Chopper to second. Waiting on it is Badalak. On to first. That's out number 3. So the first truly clean inning from Clay Brock, as despite some good performance on the mound, this is the first time he's able to retire the Jazz in order 1, 2, 3. But he does hang another 0, and the Joes preserve their lead as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Due up for Hamilton, Patrick, Ulrich, and Melvin when we come back. You're watching Joes Baseball on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
The Robinson Fence Company of Hamilton has been serving the community for over 27 years. Receiving an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, they have been Hamilton's top choice for gating and fencing needs. Give them a visit at 1635 Howell Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-867-0080. At Smoothie King Fairfield, we believe in helping each guest meet their health and fitness goals. That's why our ingredients are chosen carefully, and every one of our blends is crafted purposefully so you can rule the day. We can find the perfect blend for you with whole non-GMO fruits, organic veggies, and no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. We're ready to serve you a healthy meal on the go with contactless pickup and delivery options. Visit us at 8744 Michael Lane in Fairfield, Ohio, or give us a call at 513-829-0824. Smoothie King, smoothies with a purpose.
Andrew Patrick, the leadoff hitter for the Joes in the bottom of the 4th inning, 2-0. They lead the Richmond Jazz. Patrick 0 for 1 on the day with a fly out to right. Nate Hemrick back on the mound for Richmond. First pitch to Patrick across the bottom part of the zone for strike 1. Hemrick was really efficient in the first 2 innings. Was able to go 1, 2, 3 in both before giving up 2 runs in the last inning. Only 1 earned. As the 0-1 falls down low to make the count 1-1. To be fair, though, the only reason it wasn't an earned run was because of an error that he committed. So it won't go on the resume, but
the cheap way.
A run nonetheless. Patrick pushes this one up the right side. It's going to get out of play. I've always been in the school of thought that an error on the pitcher should count as an error, but it should not negate any sort of earned runs. I think that's still got to go on your numbers.
Oh, it's earned. You feel it more so internally than on the piece of paper, but you know, baseball stat people are always weird, so can't argue.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Andrew Patrick crouched in the batter's box. The pitch. In on the hands, check swing, a swinging bunt. This is a good one down the third base line. Hemrick's got no play. Patrick just kind of flinched at that one, tried to maybe defend himself from it. Didn't mean to put it in play, but nonetheless, he's got himself an infield single.
Hey, I'll take the excuse me infield single any day of the week.
So now, as mentioned in the last inning, the Joes kind of got rolling when they got the leadoff man on in the past couple of games. They do so for the 2nd straight inning here as Andrew Patrick hits the infield single. Evan Ulrich coming up looking for his first hit on the night.
It's always about getting that first guy on.
That one is sent in, and it'll miss outside for ball one. Runner on first. Nobody out for the Joes in the inning. Patrick jumping back and forth. 1-0 to Ulrich, misses down low. Two balls and no strikes to Evan. Here's the pitch. This one pops straight in the air. Going back is Barber. This one may get into the stands, and it will. Just in front of a fan. It clangs hard off the bleachers. Bounces to a young man on the front row. It is not often at Foundation Field that you get a ball that ends up in the stands. You have to pop it up at a really specific angle. And Ulrich did just that as it came behind home plate and dropped on top of the fans. Luckily, no one hurt. Unfortunate no one could catch it on the fly. But
Still
glad.
free candy on that ball.
Yeah, still someone caught it on the bounce down in the first row. The 2-1. This one hit off the end of the bat, popped up right side, shallow part of the outfield, coming over from second in full sprints Parker to make the catch. That'll bring up the DH Tristan Melvin, who struck out swinging his first time up. Patrick staying put on first that time. Runner goes, first pitch to Melvin, popped up into right field. And this one's going to be caught. Throw on to first is going to be just a second late. As the hit and run was on, Andrew Patrick having to race back from second base to get back in time. Melvin with the fly out to right. That's out number 2 of the inning. And that will bring up Cal Brazier.
Last time he started at the plate, good things happen.
He'll come up now in a bit of a different situation after leading off the last inning. This time runner on first and 2 outs. Pick off, and Patrick is just back in time. Patrick was hopping back and forth, and that was a well-timed pickoff move by Hemrick as he got Patrick kind of while he was in midair. But Patrick still able to get back in time. First pitch, grounded up the left side into left field. Brazier's now 2 for 2. Quick reaction out there by Kuramoto will hold up Patrick at second. But now they're on first and second for Parker Lester.
The third baseman, Parker Lester.
Lester 1 for 1 on the day with an RBI double and a run. Emmerich first pitch on the way. It'll miss outside for ball 1. Both runners go. 1-0 offering, misses down low, and not able to pull that one out of the glove. Drew Barber can't give out a throw to either base. Both guys advance 90 feet, and Lester ahead 2-0.
Andrew Patrick up to 6 stolen bases on the young season.
To Lester on the way, down low for ball 3. So a 3-0 count. On deck for the Joes is Sam Lowe, who's 0 for 1 with a pop out to first. We've seen Tyler Thaman give his team the green light plenty of times on 3-0 counts this season. We'll see what Lester decides to do here. Hemrick kicks and deals. Inside, ball 4. Great stop behind the plate by Barber, who sprang out of the stance to keep a run from scoring. But the bases are now loaded as Sam Lowe will come up. Lester reaches base for the second time today. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch from Hemrick, grounded left side, but just foul. Hit hard by Sam Lowe, but just bounced it to the left of third base. Nothing and 1 to Sam Lowe. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball high and in. One. The pitch, fastball over the outside half of the plate for strike 2. Lowe watches it go by.
Lowe already 5 RBIs on the season. Definitely has a big shot at making that go up with the bases loaded.
Lowe's been a pretty clutch hitter for the Joes this season. His hits have seemed to come at the right times. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball lifted up and out of play on the right side.
He wanted that one.
That ball was up high, but it was kind of breaking towards the top part of the zone, so Lowe decided to just fight that one off. The count will remain 1-2. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Joe's trying to add to their 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the 4th from Foundation Field. Hemrick fires in. And a slappy swing there. Fouls that one back.
Looked like it was right off the handle of the bat.
Yeah, with a little bit of a sword there. Almost looked like T-Rex arms from Sam Lowe. Just kind of pulled his hands in and jabbed the bat at it. But he stays alive nonetheless, so the count remains 1-2. Another 1-2 offering on the way. Here it comes. This one's laced into left, and it will get down for a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes the second. As rounding third and coming home is Brazier. He will score. Lester holds up at second, but it's a 2 RBI single for Sam Lowe. And that will double the Joes' lead.
Now up at second place with 7 RBIs on the season. That was a big swing of the bat for Sam Lowe.
Yeah, really clutch stuff as that one hopped Kuramoto out there in left. Joes double their lead.
Sam Lowe now 4 for 4 on the season with 2 outs and runners in scoring position.
My goodness. First pitch misses out wide to Grant Miller. At the top of the order for the Joes, Grant is 1 for 2 with a single that came in his last time up. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Joe's leading 4-0 after the RBI single from Sam Lowe. 1-0 pitch to Miller. This is in the same spot. Back pick. The throw is up high, though, to first, so it's not in time. Big secondary lead by Sam Lowe. Had that throw been online, that might have ended the inning. But instead, it is extended, and the count is 2-0 to Grant Miller. Here's the offering. This one grounded left side, but foul.
This is Miller's third at bat in 4 innings. Anytime that happens, you know it's a good day.
Bats are working for the Joes. 4 runs off 6 hits so far. 3 of those runs are earned. But as mentioned throughout the early parts of this game, Joe's bats really coming alive here in week 2 of the GLSCL season as the guys begin to get adapted to this team. 2-1. This one grounded over to short. Picking it up and firing over to second for the out is Hines, and that will retire the side. Joes are able to double their lead, though, as Sam Lowe drives in Andrew Patrick and Cal Brazier. 4-0 our score as we head to the 5th. We'll see if we got a new pitcher on the mound for the Joes. Doesn't look like it. Clay Brock trotting back out to the bump. He'll continue to pitch when we come back. Hamilton Joes baseball live here on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
Joe's fans, in need of insurance, United Heartland Insurance Agency has your back. A consolidation of a number of family-owned independent insurance agencies dating back to 1872, for years they have been protecting the assets of their clients by offering comprehensive and competitive business, personal, and life insurance products. Visit their Hamilton office at 185 North Brookwood Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-896-5555.
Leading off here in the 5th inning for the Richmond Jazz, it's going to be Drew Barber. Has had some confusion for a moment, but Barber will be the leadoff man, so he will come up. Got hit by a pitch his first time up as the first pitch from Clay Brock misses outside. Barber 0 for 2 is the leadoff man this season. 1-0. This one's grounded. Lester waits on it at third, plays it on the 2-hop. Fastball over to first in time for out number 1.
That was a laser from Lester.
Yeah, he kind of had to wait on it. He thought about maybe charging in to play it on the 1-hop, but instead decided it was best to just wait for it as it came behind the bag. And he's got the arm over there at third. So I'll bring up Kyle Kuramoto with the bases empty and 1 out. First pitch misses up high and away for ball 1. Kuramoto still thought about it, but able to lay off. Kuramoto 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out to second. Rocks 1-0. This one laced left side. It'll bounce its way into the outfield through the gap in the left side of the infield for a base hit. First hit of the night for the Jazz. It comes here with 1 out in the top of the 5th, courtesy of Kyle Kuramoto. Leandre Turner up to the plate now. Turner, the 9-man, grounded out to short his first time up. First pitch, this one's popped up. Shallow right field. Coming in is Patrick, camped underneath it. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Back to the top of the order we go for the Jazz, as Aiden Hines will get his 3rd look at Clay Brock. Hines unable to solve him so far, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. First pitch from Brock, runner goes. Ulrich took a second to pop it out of the glove, and then that one awkwardly deflected off the pitcher's mound as the base is stolen. Kuramoto advances Ulrich actually still had a chance on that one as he picked the ball out of his glove and then kind of bobbled it, threw over to second, but that one, as mentioned, hit off the, I believe, back of the pitcher's mound kind of, and then just rolled its way over to second base.
Looked like he was trying to bowl the guy out at second.
1-0. This one's fouled off as it bounces straight behind home plate. Yeah, that was a weird throw, just physically. It looked awkward as it rolled over to second. It was interesting. That play probably should not have been as close as it was, but still somewhat of a play over at second. 1-1, breaking ball that misses inside. Aiden Hines had to lift the hands up to avoid that one as it kind of ran back towards the zone. 2-1 pitch. This one's grounded to short. Lester's going to come in on it, though, from third and play it across to first for the third out. So yet again, the Jazz able to get a base runner, but another 0 on the scoreboard. 4-0 our score as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Clay Brock continuing to do a good job on the mound for the Joes. Back in a moment. Joes lead 4-0 on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
The Greater Miami Valley YMCA. When communities get better, the world gets better. Discover how we positively impact the nation and how you can help us, one neighborhood at a time. The Greater Miami Valley Y, your local stop for building a healthy spirit for mind and body for all.
ADG Services is Hamilton and Fairfield's most trusted painting contractors, offering deck staining, sealing, and waterproofing, as well as drywall texturing and exterior and interior painting, as well as many other services. ADG Services is your way to go for all your painting needs. Visit them at 456 Sims Road in Fairfield or give them a call at 513-295-2767. ADG Services, a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
To the home half of the 5th inning we go. Leading off for the Joes will be Bennett Clement. Bennett riding that 6-game hit streak. Still got plenty of time to extend upon that, but right now 0 for 1 on the day. He was hit his last time up. Takes the first pitch to right, but it's pushing foul and out of play, and that's where it will land. Now the 0-1, and Clement checks swung, but this one's grounded up the first base side and foul. Jazz are going to let this one roll up the line all the way to first before playing it, but it does finish in foul territory. So Clement down 0-2 here. Leadoff man trying to add to this 4-0 Joes lead. The bats from the Joes continuing to do a good job as they have all week long. Emmerich deals the 0-2. That one misses down and away. 4-1. Joe's currently tied for third place in the GLSCL South, trailing the 6-3 Cincinnati Steam and a half game behind the Licking County Settlers, who they will see tomorrow. Licking County standing at 5-3. The Joes, of course, at 5-4, tied with the Grand Lake Mariners, who they defeated yesterday. 1-2 to Clement. He waits on it. Chopper up the middle. Hines waits on it at short. Throws over to first, and it will be in time. Clement gave a little safe wave over at first as that was a close play, but they got him by about a quarter step. So now Clay Badalak will come up. Clay is 0 for 2 on the day. Joes will hit the road, as mentioned, again tomorrow. The first pitch to Badalak misses outside for ball 1. They will take on the Licking County Settlers and then return home as they will take on the Cincinnati Steam in a home and home. 1-0, sharply grounded over to short. Hines throwing to first on line. 2 6-3s in the inning. And quickly 2 down as Andrew Patrick comes up. So the Joes will host Cincinnati for the second time this season on Monday before hitting the road and heading to Roselawn to take on the Steam at the Reds Urban Youth Academy. First pitch to Patrick misses outside for ball 1. Joes, had a lot of success at the Youth Academy last year. In the one game they played, they run-ruled the Steam. Also hit, I believe, 3 or 4 home runs in that game. So that pitch misses to Patrick to make it 2-0. That's a very small field. It's built for travel baseball, the Reds Urban Youth Academy teams. So having college guys play out there. The 2-0 is grounded left side and scooped up by Tyler Thaman in foul territory. But yeah, very interesting field at Roselawn. Interesting situation as the Cincinnati Steam have kind of bounced all over the place the past few years in terms of finding a venue. Played at Western Hills High School for a long time. So the 3-1 is ripped down the line. Will this one land in fair territory? It will not. Right in front of the Joes bullpen. It'll make the count 2-2. But yeah, the Steam have kind of bounced all over the place. They played at McCleary Field for a long time. I believe that was where they played when they were initially founded. And then the past couple of years, last year they split time between Y'all's Ballpark in Northern Kentucky, now Thomas More Stadium. They played a little bit at Roselawn, then a little bit at the Panther Athletic Complex at Elder High School. Now splitting time between Roselawn and the Panther Athletic Complex. And we've seen them play a few games at McBride Stadium in Richmond, Indiana, as part of some doubleheaders with the Richmond Jazz, who we see here tonight. 2-2 to Patrick. Dives low for ball 3. Bases empty, 2 outs in the inning. Joe's leading 4-0. Hemrick eyes in on Patrick. 3-2 in the turf, ball 4. Patrick, who's very used to those walks at this point, will take his base. He reaches for the second time tonight. The Joes have a 2-out base runner with Evan Ulrich coming up. Ulrich is 0 for 2 on the day. He popped out the second his last time up. First pitch to Evan, line left side. That'll get down into left for a base knock. Patrick over to second. He will stay there. But the inning kept alive. Tristan Melvin coming up now.
Designated hitter, Tristan Melvin.
First and second, 2 outs. Joe's 2-out hitting has been good tonight. His first pitch to Melvin comes in, and he flies this one to straightaway center. Turner casually to it, little towards the gap in right. He'll make the catch for out number 3. So Joes leave 2 on, unable to add on to this lead anymore, but still it stands at 4 runs. To the 6th we go. 2-3-4 hitters due up for the Jazz. When we come back, stay with us. You're watching Joes Baseball on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
All Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth, supporting those who serve us.
New pitcher into the game for the Joes as we've reached the top of the 6th inning. Dawson Hall coming in for Hamilton as he makes his 3rd appearance, 2nd out of the bullpen. He's pitched 6 innings, given up 5 hits, 2 earned runs, walked 1 and struck out 6. Hall's first pitch, fastball misses outside for ball 1 to Cade Parker. Cade is 3 for 6 on the season, batting as the leadoff man. His next offering on the way. This one grounded left side, backhand scoop by Lester, and he will throw across for out number 1. So now that will bring up Peyton Lane. Lane 0 for 1. Looper, shallow right on the first pitch. It'll drop over the head of Badalak at second for a base hit. So Peyton Lane goes after the first pitch he sees from Dawson Hall, and it pays off as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Austin Deering, the beer batter, up to the plate now with 1 out. He struck out twice in his 2 plate appearances. Breaking ball in there for strike 1 from Dawson Hall. Oh my goodness, that one was over the head of Deering and somehow found the zone.
Deering over 2 with 2 strikeouts on the day, but he is .333 with runners on base.
Hall looks back and forth between first and home. Now delivers, swing and a miss on that pitch in the turf for strike 2.
This might be the most money lost on a beer batter so far.
Potentially. I believe, may have seen last year in game 1 of the championship series, a Lima Locos batter strike out 3 or 4 times.
He's 1 strike away from 3 here.
Runner goes, 0-2. This one's hit up the middle. Infield pop-up is caught on to first. That's a double play. Oh, excuse me. That one hit the ball, or hit the ground rather, before it popped up in the air. I thought that one was a clean pop-up, but it was a chopper. So the runner will advance over to second. Didn't catch that. But they will get 1 out as Deering is retired. Lane will advance. As the first pitch runs way in on Brandon Schreff for ball 1. So runner on second, 2 outs. 1-0 offering. This one grounded right side. Joes were shifted a little more to the left, so a lot of ground to cover for Badalak, and he's still able to flip it over to first in time for out number 3. Joes hang another 0. Lead still preserved, 4-0 as it stands as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Due up for Hamilton, the bottom 3 guys in the lineup, Brazier, Lester, and Lowe. When we come back, you're watching Joes Baseball on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery Services, in partnership with the community, is here to provide comprehensive recovery-oriented system of care and prevention. In addition, we continuously improve the quality of life of Butler County citizens through the support of addiction and mental health recovery services. Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
Bottom of the 6th inning here from Foundation Field. Cal Brazier will lead off for the Joes. Cal having a nice night, 2 for 2 with 2 singles. He will face off against a new pitcher for Richmond. That new pitcher is Nico McGritchen. Nico doing some coaching for the Jazz as well as playing. The first pitch is foul tipped by Brazier for strike 1. Bottom of the 6th, Joes lead 4-0 over Richmond. And another solid showing. The Joes trying to snap a 4-game home losing streak and extend the win streak overall to 4 games. 0-1 in there for strike 2 to Brazier. McGritchen out of North Carolina Wesleyan College. Hometown is Delray Beach, Florida. 0-2 on the way to Brazier. And he took kind of a half swing at it, and it ended up in the glove. Thought he got a piece, but I guess he did not. That's going to be strike 3. So now Parker Lester will come up. Lester is 1 for 1 with a double and a walk. First pitch from McGritchen to Lester. Catches the outside corner for strike 1. Lester with a bit of a nod of the head after that one. Oh, 0-1 on the way, and that one misses in the turf down and away. McGritchen kicks and deals the 1-1. Lester grounds this one into the Jazz dugout on the right side. McGritchen in the warm-up pitches sitting in the low 80s on the fastball, around 83 miles an hour. Already with a strikeout, though, early. 1-2 to Lester. He pops this one into the parking lot, pushed out of play up the left side. Base is empty, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. McGritchen kicks and fires. That one down and in for ball 2. Train horns continue to blare in the background as they have all night.
That's Hamilton.
Lots of good city noise here in Hamilton. Good background. True city ballpark here. 2-2 to Lester. This one's popped up left side into the shallow part of left field. 3 Jazz players pursuing it. It'll fall in foul territory.
You can tell Lester's hungry for another hit here, looking to go 3 for 3.
Lester looked like he might have flown out on that one, but he put it in just the right spot where it was able to fall in between a trio of Jazz players, albeit in foul territory. So he remains alive with the count at 2-2. McGritchen fires home. Lester reaches for it and fouls it off toward the on-deck circle. Hit the on-deck circle as Sam Lowe was reaching down to try and barehand it. Hit off the end of the bat. Count will remain 2-2 to Lester. Here's the pitch. This one's hit up the left side, and it's through into left field for a base hit. Parker Lester with his second hit of the day. That'll put a runner on first with 1 out.
That right there is incredible baseball. Working that pitcher to no end, and then at the end of the day, Lester able to go 3 for 3, slap that one through the left side of the infield for another single.
So a fantastic at-bat from Parker Lester, who just fought off pitch after pitch with 2 strikes on him. He's rewarded with a single. Now Sam Lowe coming to the plate. Sam had the big RBI single in the 4th inning, 2 RBI single that doubled the Joes' lead to make it 4-0. First pitch, fastball down low for ball 1.
You know, Lester only needs a triple and a homer, and he's got the cycle.
Single and a double on the day for Parker. 1-0 to Lowe, spiked in the turf. This one's going to get by Barber all the way to the backstop. Lester will advance. So into scoring position he goes, looking to score his 2nd run of the day. As McGritchen just threw that one into the turf, almost maybe hit the green part of the full turf infield here at Foundation Field. Didn't even quite get to the dirt part. Lester on the move on the 2-0. This one's popped up right side out of play.
Once again, should you retrieve a foul ball hit out of play, if you would please take it to the rectangle along the first base line and exchange the third runners. Thank you.
2 balls and 1 strike to Sam Lowe. Here's the pitch. Well inside. Lowe to get out of the way. Barber stabs at it behind the plate. And the count will be 3-1.
After that quick work against Brazier, you almost wonder if that Lester at-bat has him rattled.
You know, it's been a little bit all over the place from McGritchen this at-bat. As the 3-1 misses down low for ball 4. First and second with 1 out as Sam Lowe works the walk. He's on base for the 2nd time tonight. Back to the top of the order we go. Grant Miller, up to the plate. He's 1 for 3 today. Grant with a new walk-up. He and Clay Badalak came up here pregame to change theirs. Interesting, though. Both guys hitting the ball pretty well. Not a superstitious thing you could say. First pitch to Miller, missing off the plate for ball 1.
Miller this year, 571 with runners in scoring position. He's got a man on second and first here to work with.
1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. McRitchen fires home. This one's grounded right into the hands of Tyler Thaman in foul territory on the left side. That pitch was in on the hands. Count even at 1-1. Here's the pitch, and that one plunks Miller. Came up high near the shoulder. May have been some words exchanged from Miller in the Jazz dugout as he walked over to first base. But through all that, the bases are now loaded with 1 out. And this is not a guy you want to have come up in an RBI situation. Bennett Clement up to the plate for the Joes.
Clement 500 with the bases loaded this year.
He's got a chance to blow this game wide open.
Should be a fun at-bat to watch for sure.
McRitchen's first pitch. Across the inside part of the plate for strike 1. Caught the inside corner on the fastball. Now the 0-1 offering on the way, that one in the dirt. Barber will just knock it down and leave it on home. Nowhere to put Bennett Clement. Bases loaded, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Joe's leading 4-0. Here comes the pitch. This one hit out into right center field. That one's going to get down for at least 1. 1 run will score. Here comes the second. Clement digging for 2. He's going to get there with a slide. 2 RBI double for Bennett Clement. Bit of a celly over there on second base. Joes will tack on 2 more. 6-0 our score now.
And you know what that means? The hit streak is extended to 8.
Yeah, I thought that might be in jeopardy after Bennett Clement went hitless through 3 at-bats. But he will take a 2 RBI double. That will put them on second and third as Miller is over there on the left side. Lester and Lowe come in to score for the Joes. Now Clay Badalak will come up to hit. Still 1 out and 2 runners in scoring position for Hamilton. First pitch fastball over the outside half of the plate for strike 1. Good pitch there by McRitchen. Good follow-up after giving up what could have been a tough blow. Now the 0-1. Down and in. Barber has to scamper over to get it just behind home plate, but no one in any hurry to move for the Joes. One pitch. Breaking ball just misses upstairs to make the count 2-1. Second and third, 1 out. 2-1 pitch. This one lifted in the air to left. Backing up is Kuramoto. He'll make the catch. Tagging from third is Grant Miller. They're going to try to throw home, and they're not going to get him, so that means that Clement can advance over to third. So another run comes home to score for the Joes on the sac fly from Clay Badalak. Clement on to third, and it's a 7-0 ball game. Andrew Patrick up now in another RBI situation. Chance to make it 8 with a runner on 3rd and 2 outs. First pitch from McGritchen. Just missed an inside corner for ball 1. Patrick is 1 for 2 today. A single and a run in the 4th inning, and then a walk in the 5th. Here's the 1-0. This one laced to left field. Back is Kuramoto. He's underneath it, though, and he'll make the catch on the hard hit fly ball to end the inning. Joes are able to get 3 more, though, thanks to the runs from Lester Lowe and Miller as we head into the 7th inning. 7-0 Joes lead as they continue to dominate here at home. We'll be back in a moment on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all the flavors of Bridgewater Falls. Bridgewater Falls is located just off the Butler County Veterans Highway, Ohio 129, at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience a great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township, Ohio.
To the 7th inning here from Foundation Field. Luke Westpoley, Nick Johnson alongside. Connor O'Malley, the leadoff hitter for the Richmond Jazz, chasing 7. As the Jazz are fighting for a spot. First pitch is in there for strike 1 to O'Malley. Jazz currently 1 game lead on the Xenia Scouts for last place in the division. So that pitch misses inside for ball 1. Joe's tied for 3rd place in the South. 1-1 offering skips in the turf down and away to make the count 2-1. Cincinnati Steam still continuing to lead the way in the GLSCL South Division. In the North, no surprise to see the Lima Locos atop the division. Always a strong team up north. 2-1, zipped in there. Just missing the inside corner. No cross-divisional play for either of these teams this season in the regular season. It's the 3-1 grounded hard on the right side, but foul. Just missed first base by a matter of inches. So yeah, nobody's going to play cross-divisional play in the South except for, I believe, the Southern Ohio Copperheads. We'll play a couple at the end of the season. 3-2 misses outside. The leadoff man aboard. Connor O'Malley working the walk.
The catcher, Drew Barber.
Drew Barber, the catcher, coming up to the plate after O'Malley reached base for the first time. First pitch is lifted up high in the air. Foul territory in left field. Racing in is Miller, and this one's actually barely going to get out of play as it lands in the entryway to the batting cages in left. That ball was hit hard, but a mile high by Drew Barber. The runner on first, nobody out. Take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard. Only one other game going on in the South Division tonight. Cincinnati Steam leading the Southern Ohio Copperheads 1-0 in the top of the 5th inning from Bob Wren Stadium. Time is called. Copperheads have had a tough time as of late. Joe's defeated them in run rule fashion a couple of nights ago. Swing and a miss on the 0-1 offering. Nice curveball there from Dawson Hall. Fooled Drew Barber. It'll make the count 0-2. In the North, Michigan Monarchs leading the Muskegon Clippers 4-3 in the top of the 7th. Sandusky leading Royal Oak 4-3 in the bottom of the 5th. And Jetbox trailing Lima 7-0 in the bottom of the 6th. To Barber. Missing up high. Saturdays and just kind of the weekends and general can be a little lighter for the South Division in terms of games, as this one's popped up over our heads. In the North Division, they've adopted a series schedule, so they'll play multiple games in a row against the same opponent, but in the South, just kind of a random draw, it seems. Joes have not had an opponent back-to-back yet. This one hit at the shortstop, Sam Lowe. He will throw over to first, but it will not get there for the double play. He does make the catch on the fly, though. It's an L6 for Drew Barber for the first out of the inning. Kyle Kuromoto coming up now. Joes will be back at home on Monday as they will take on the Cincinnati Steam. They will hit the road tomorrow on Father's Day. So he will head to Heath High School to take on the Licking County Settlers on the road for the first time. First pitch misses inside. Kuromoto had to avoid it. Hall, the southpaw, facing off against the lefty Kyle Kuromoto, who is 1 for 2 on the day. Breaking ball just missed the inside corner. Started to break back toward the zone. Count is 2-0. Here's the pitch. This one lined left side, or right side, excuse me, down for a base hit. First and second now for the Jazz as O'Malley advances 90 feet. Kuromoto aboard with his second single of the night. He's got 2 of the 3 Jazz hits. That will bring up the 9-hitter, Leandre Turner. Turner's 0 for 2. First and second, 1 out for the Jazz. Needing some runs. They've got 8 outs left to work with. First pitch to Turner up high for ball 1. Hall's been pitching around the zone a little bit as of late. In for his second inning of work. Coming behind Clay Brock. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Turner out in front of it. One and one. Here comes the offering as this one in the turf. Ulrich will throw the mask off as he couldn't find it in front of him, but tracked it down in time to hold the runners up. Everybody stays put. Two-one to Turner. Swing and a miss up high in the zone. That'll go for strike 2. Pretty decent crowd retention. Most of the crowd has stuck it out as the Joes have dominated this one. Crowd's had a lot to cheer about. Joes coming into this game just 1-4 here at Foundation Field, but looking to turn things around with the home games coming up this week. 2-2. This one's popped up and out of play over the screen on the right side.
Definitely a happy crowd for sure on the Father's Day weekend, and definitely a beautiful night for baseball here at Foundation Field.
Definitely. The temperature dropping really into the most comfortable spot it could be. 73 degrees right now in Hamilton as the sky begins to darken. Lights beginning to kick on. 2-2, breaking ball, swing and a miss. Turner goes chasing on the outside corner. That one probably would have missed the spot. But Turner couldn't pull the swing back. Probably decided about halfway through that swing he didn't want to go after the ball, and so a bit of an excuse me attempt there. But now there's 2 outs in the inning to bring up the top of the order. Aiden Hines with first and second. Aiden is 0 for 3. First pitch fastball in there for strike 1. Now the 0-1 offering, that one in the turf. Ulrich, quick reaction to pick it up. That'll even the count on a ball and a strike. Hall nods and gives the 1-1, swinging a foul ball that hits off of Hines' leg. He'll take a second to walk it off. Count is 1-2. Jazz so far with no runs off 3 hits. Joe's with 7 runs off 9 hits. So that's been a common theme we've seen the past couple of nights from this Joe's team. One-two. Breaking ball outside. Hines was not fooled. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Hall delivers. This one's popped up and into the screen. Caught on the fly in the on-deck circle by Cade Parker. Gets a couple hollers from some of the fans in the front rows as the count remains 2-2. That time, Hall just couldn't find the spot. It'll just miss outside for ball 3. So the count is full.
Sure, some umpires in the stands weren't too happy with that one.
Heard some groans, but that one definitely just a little bit high and outside. The payoff pitch inside, ball 4 with the runners on the move. It'll load the bases. Here with 2 outs. Hines works the walk. O'Malley to third, Kuramoto to second. As Cade Parker coming up in a big spot now for his team. Pitcher has began to kind of stretch out there in the Joe's pen, but nothing too serious. It's a breaking ball, looped up the right side, caught by Brazier. Nobody's covering first, and so it's just going to be a run scored and everybody's safe situation. That one was hit off the end of the bat, and Brazier decided to go after it. So it'll be an infield single for Cade Parker, an RBI one. That will push everybody up a base. And the Jazz are on the board. It's now 7-1 here in the top of the 7th. Peyton Lane, the batter. Base is still loaded. 2 outs. Hall's pitch. This one grounded up the left side. Low sliding. He's going to go to third, and it's in time. Good decision there by Sam Lowe as he takes it over to third for the force, and the Joes will escape and prevent any further damage as they still lead by 6. Time to stretch here in Hamilton. Take me out to the ball game on a picturesque night. Joes leading 7-1. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th when we come back on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service. The kind of service that you can't get just anywhere these days. We invite you to explore our site to learn more about Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home at browndawsonflick.com, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
Joe's fans, Chatterbox Sports is your home for high school sports all across Butler County. For live events, exclusive interviews, podcasts, photos, and more, visit chatterboxsports.com. Also follow them on Twitter and Instagram at cboxsports.
To the bottom of the 7th here at Foundation Field, Luke Westpoli, Nick Johnson alongside. Joe's rolling on the Richmond Jazz right now. Jazz were able to get one in the top of the inning, but the momentum still mostly preserved. You can feel kind of on the Joe's side. Evan Ulrich, the leadoff hitter for Hamilton. He singled in his last time up. Nico McGritchen back on the mound for the Jazz.
McGritchen not too hot last inning. We'll see how he bounces back here. Got Ulrich to start.
So we have to pause as Evan's walk-up was still playing. Gives a little nod over here to the press box. First pitch, well inside. That one glances off the glove of Barber and deflects to the backstop. Sky beginning to darken here in Hamilton. Still not much cloud coverage. A little bit of light stuff on the right side, but mostly clear. As mentioned, the temperature dropping into the low 70s now. And no wind. This is perfect stuff for baseball. And a great homecoming for the Joes after a strong performance on the road. Going 3-0. On the trip. 1-0 to Ulrich, up high. He leans away from it to jump ahead in the count, 2-0. Now the 2-0 offering. This one hit a mile in the air to straightaway center. Turner jumping in and a little toward the gap. He'll make the catch for out number 1. Ulrich retired on the flyout to lead off the inning. And now Tristan Melvin will search for his first hit on the day. Tristan is 0 for 3. First pitch is well wide of the plate. And he'll get to the backstop for ball 1. Nobody on for the Joes. So Barber not in too much of a hurry to go grab it. 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Fastball across the plate for strike 1 from McGritchen. Now he will ready. 1-1 offering. Just missed the inside corner. Dove down below the zone at the last second. Make the count 2-1. Two one pitch, watch out. That one plunks Melvin. Fastball that got away from McGritchen. That one hit right on the numbers in the back of the jersey for Melvin, who who kind of tried to squirm away from it, but wasn't able to get out of the way in time. So he will take the base at first. Cal Brazier up now with a runner on first and 1 out.
That's one of those weird ones where you know it's going to hit you, not much you can do, and it did not look fun.
Yeah, that one was zipped by McRitchin. And yeah, one of those where, like Nick said, in the batter's box, you're just almost kind of frozen. And you know it's going to hit you, and you just kind of got to wear it at that point. Runner on the move. Good jump. Throw over to seconds a little to the right. Melvin still would have got there easily anyway. So it's a stolen bag. The pitch was a ball to Cal Brazier. Missed outside. Runner on second now, and he's on the move again. This one missing. Now the throw down to third is not in time, as Lane had it over there on third base and kind of caught it down low and applied the tag, it looked like, on Melvin. But something must have happened. Melvin might have gotten around it, because now the base umpire, Scott Wyckoff, is going to have a conversation with Jazz coach Michael Skelly on the first base line. Something must have happened over there on third, because from our angle it was a very clear tag. So there must have been either a miss on the tag, the throw was in plenty of time, or maybe Melvin got around it. But the play clearly not as straightforward as it looked from here.
It was very much a bang-bang play, but we don't have replay here.
No replay in the GLSCL. They could use our feed, but I don't know if they'd get too much from that.
And then they'd have to hear us. Well, it looks like he's staying.
They're going to keep him on third. Michael Skelly shaking his head as he walks back to the dugout. Tough night for the Jazz. Not a whole lot has gone their way here on the road. Cal Brazier facing a 2-0 count. Runner on third now after a pair of stolen bags from Tristan Melvin. Here's the pitch. Popped up by Brazier on the right side into foul territory. Backing up is O'Malley. He's going to make the catch. Melvin's going to try to tag on the shallow pop-up. Sliding at home. He is safe at home. Just by half a second, Tristan Melvin gets the hand in there. As the throw was to Drew Barber's right, he had to catch it and come across his body and just missed it. So it'll be a sac fly for Cal Brazier, and the Joes will get the run back that they conceded in the top of the inning.
That third stolen base on the year for Melvin definitely paying off on that one.
So Parker Lester up now for the Joes at the base is empty. First pitch to Lester, taken into the gap in right center, and that'll get down. At least one. Lester around first, he's going to dig for two. Throw in from Turner is going to be cut off and then jumped into the right of second base. Parker Lester with another wave to the dugout. What a night it's been for him. 3 for 3 on the day.
Second double on the day, too. Man is on fire.
So Sam Lowe coming up. And man, how about that to break a slump? Parker Lester getting his first start since coming in yesterday to pinch hit and finally breaking his 0-for streak. He was 1 for 19 coming into this game, and he's now 3 for 3 in 4 plate appearances with a walk.
Average before today was 0.53.
First pitch is up high and into low for ball one. Lester made a move to third, but then retreated. So 1-0 the count. To Sam Lowe. Next pitch on the way, and it misses in the same spot for ball two. Joe's leading 8-1, 8 runs off 11 hits for Hamilton. As they continue, it's been an offensive explosion over the last 3 days. as that pitch misses down low and is squeezed between the legs of Barber to make the count 3-0.
You know, that was the concern in week one, is that the bats just weren't having it. Not much was going on at the plate. But we got some very, very happy Joes fans in the stands tonight.
They've had a lot to cheer about, a lot of hits, a lot of extra base hits as well. 8 runs put up by these Joes bats. Looking for more. McGritchen will lift the knee and look back at Lester. Sam Lowe facing a 3-0 count. Sam is 1 for 2. Walked his last time up in the last inning. Came around to score 1 of the 3 Joes runs that came across in that inning. And he'll work the walk. 4 pitcher for Sam Lowe. And now they're on first and second as we head to the top of the order with 2 outs. Grant Miller coming to the plate. McGritchen fires in the first pitch. This one ripped left side, base hit. Lester waved around third. He's coming home. Throw is going to be cut off and now fired in. Not in time. The run will score. It's an RBI single for Grant Miller, his second hit of the day. And the Joes extend more upon their lead. It's now 9-1. Runners will stay on first and second. As Lowe moves up, Bennett Clement coming up now. Had the big double his last time up in the last inning. His team leads by 2, and a double now could potentially end the game. As in the GLSCL, of course, the run rule, 10 runs or more after 7.
That run from Lester definitely helped, really showing off the wheels coming around third there. He's now 4 for 4 on the day. 3 times he's come around to score.
So Clement up with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Runners on first and second. McGritchen's first pitch misses down low for ball 1. Barber will squeeze it. Now the 1-0 offering. This one sprayed right side but foul. Pitcher warming up in the Jazz pen is Jorge Fregoso, the position player at a LaGrange College, who's getting warm on the right side, potentially getting ready to come into the game for McGritchen. 1-1 to Clement. Catches the inside part of the zone. That'll make the count 1-2. One-two to Clement. This one hit in on the hands to shallow right field. Racing in is Schreff, and now coming back from second and catching it is Parker, and that will retire the side. The Joes get 2 more as Melvin and Lester come around to score, and they up the lead to 8 as we head into the penultimate inning. Top of the 8th on the way. Joes leading 9-1 all over the Richmond Jazz. We'll have the final 2 innings when we come back on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
For over 130 years. For over 130 years, Coca-Cola has been guided by a spirit of creativity, innovation, collaboration, and love of community. The next time you come to Foundation Field to watch a Hamilton Joes game, do yourself a favor and get yourself an ice-cold Coke. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
New pitcher on the mound for the Joes to begin the top of the 8th inning. Tyler Hudson coming in. And he will face his first batter in Austin Deering as he checks in for Dawson Hall. Tyler Hudson making his 3rd appearance out of the bullpen. He's pitched 6 1/3 innings so far. Has given up 1 earned run off 1 hit. As this one's grounded sharply up the middle, and that's down for a base knock. So make it 2 hits now as Austin Deering leads things off for the Jazz with a first pitch single. 5th hit of the game for Richmond. And that will bring up Brandon Schreff. Schreff is 0 for 3 today with a ground out, a pop out, and a strikeout. Yeah, so prior to this outing, just 1 earned run and 11 strikeouts in 6 1/3 innings for Tyler Hudson. As that pitch is zipped in there for strike 1.
Yeah, first pitch single, not exactly what you want to start your outing, but sometimes you'll have it and you just got to work out of it here.
Joseph got a nice 8-run cushion to work with as this one bounces up and Ulrich picks it out of the air right above his head to keep that one in front of him and hold the runner at first. 2 head coaches are having a conversation, not sure what it's about, but over on the left side near the coach's box. Hudson deals. That one's fouled back to the backstop. 1-2 the count to Schreff. Pickoff move to first, and they got him. Tyler Hudson quickly turned it over as he caught Deering leaning. And he will be picked off the base paths. Not an ideal way to have this inning continue for the Jazz. Now a 1-2. This one's popped up right side, and it'll get out of play. Big stuff there from Tyler Hudson, though, to clear the base paths.
Deering just took that jump at the wrong time.
Yeah, he was kind of leaning and took that first step towards first base right as Hudson made the move to pick him off. 1-2 on the way, fouled straight back. And there it is, strike 3. Tyler Hudson loves to wave those batters. And despite giving up the hit on the first pitch, he still faced the minimum through 2/3 of an inning. 2 down. First pitch strike over the outside half of the plate to Connor O'Malley. Now the 0-1 offering is fouled back.
O'Malley, the first and only run to come around for the Jazz today.
Count is 0-2. Hudson winds and fires. And that just missed the spot. Down low.
Nearly got him on a 3-pitch backwards K. Sure he really wanted that one.
1-2 up high. Hudson looking for his 13th strikeout. He's now pitched 7 innings. Just crazy, crazy numbers for the reliever. The 2-2, just missing that inside corner. Hudson around the zone right now, just has to pull it a couple inches closer. He'll have himself a strikeout. But now the count is 3-2. Here comes to O'Malley, and this time it hits him. Grip lock there from Tyler Hudson will stamp itself on the leg of Connor O'Malley, who works the 2-out walk. Or hit by pitch, excuse me. So now that will bring up Drew Barber, the catcher, who's looking for his first hit on the night. 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Barber will get his first look at Tyler Hudson. We got another pitcher warming up in the Joes bullpen that will likely come out in the 9th if the Joes can't get a couple more in the bottom of the 8th to end it. Hudson's first pitch slides away from the zone for ball 1. It's another right-hander out there for the Joes that's warming up. It's the 1-0 offering. That may have hit, and indeed it did, off the hand of Drew Barber. So back-to-back hit batters.
It's the second time he's been hit tonight.
Yeah, Barber was hitting his first time up and now hit again. That one, though, it hit him on the hands, and we could have a situation here where it hit off the handle of his bat, as now the umpires are going to meet about it.
Looks like 12 on the bullpen.
And so now the umpires are coming over to inspect the pad of Drew Barber, almost getting like a diagram presentation type description over there on the right side as to where it hit. And they're going to give him the base. I don't think there was much there to overturn that. The meeting, interestingly enough, was initiated by Scott Wyckoff, who was in the field. So he was farther away from the batter. But through all that, runners on first and second now with 2 outs for the Jazz. Cal Kuramoto coming up. Kuramoto has had the best night of any Jazz batter, 2 for 3 on the day. Hudson's first pitch, swing and a miss. Right down Broadway, and Kuramoto can't catch up to it for strike 1. Hudson looks at second and now home. 0-1, swing and a miss again. Deja vu, the same pitch back to back. Quickly Kuramoto down 0-2. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul ball back to the screen. Kuramoto remaining alive here. Stay tuned following this one. We'll have full post-game coverage as Nick Johnson wraps us up here from Hamilton for the Joes. We'll head on the road tomorrow against Licking County. 0-2, swing and a miss by Kuramoto, strike 3. And the Jazz will leave 2 on. The Joes put up another 0, and we will head to the bottom of the 8th. Good stuff from Tyler Hudson. After hitting a pair of batters, he was able to escape the inning unscathed, and the Joes maybe with a chance to end it in the bottom of the 8th when we come back. They're throwing a rager here at Foundation Field. Stay tuned. Exciting baseball still to come on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. Bottom of the 8th inning here from Foundation Field. Joe's leading 9-1. New pitcher on the mound for the Richmond Jazz is Jorge Fregoso Jr. Jorge, the position player, coming in for the Jazz. First pitch to Badalak. Catches the inside corner for strike one. Badalak hitless on the day, but did get an RBI via the sac fly in the last inning. Or 2 innings ago, excuse me. Breaking ball misses outside for ball one there. There's a party at Foundation Field in between the innings. It's the 1-1, big swing and a miss from Badalak for strike two. Bunch of Joe's players got up and started sitting on the bar atop the dugout and dancing at the pitchers out there left field.
Hey, as long as you're winning, all fun and games.
2 balls and 2 strikes. These guys love to have fun. That's what summer ball is about. You see it in teams all over the country. Guys just love to have fun over the summer. 2-2, grounded up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. Clay Badalak aboard for the first time tonight. Takes a long turnaround first. That'll bring up Andrew Patrick. Nobody out in the bottom of the 8th. Patrick is 1 for 3 today with a single and a walk. Flew out to left his last time up. First pitch, breaking in there for strike one. Fregoso Jr.'s got good breaking stuff from what we've seen from him so far. The 0-1 to Patrick. In there for a strike, maybe a cutter or something there. It looked like a fastball, but had a little movement as well. And now we're going to get a little pickoff over to first. Oh, 0-2 the count to Andrew Patrick. Here's the pitch. Ring him up, strike 3 over the outside corner. First strikeout for Jorge Fregoso. And that's the first out of the inning. Evan Ulrich coming up now for the Joes. Fregoso's first pitch, swing and a miss as it dove under the bat of Ulrich for strike one. Fregoso fires home. That time he finds the zone as well for strike two. Ulrich will take a second to step out and go back through the swing mechanic. Facing an 0-2. Here's the pitch. Runner goes, lined into left center. That's down for at least one. Racing around second and heading for third. Now being waved home is Badalak. Ulrich into second. The play at the plate will not be in time as there's no tag. It's an RBI double for Evan Ulrich. And the Joes now just one away from putting this one to bed. Tristan Melvin, the DH, up now. With one out here in the bottom of the 8th. Joe's leading 10-1. Melvin is 0 for 3, but was hit by a pitch his last time up and came around to score. First pitch to Melvin into the turf for ball one. Tristan, the DH, came into this game batting .333 after a strong start to the season, but a tough night for him. Good night overall, though, for the Joes, who have 14 hits. That time the outside corner painted by Fregoso. 1-1 pitch. Pitcher still warming up in the Joes pen. May or may not have to come in depending on how things go here. 1-1. Breaking pitch. Skips away from Barber. He lost sight of it. Ulrich advances to third. And so the count will be 2-1 as Ulrich moves up 90 feet. And now the infield going to have to come in for the Jazz. Maybe the mentality, the approach changing for Tristan Melvin, who could win the game by potentially just putting one in play. 2-1 count. Here comes the pitch. Painting the outside corner for strike two. Fregoso has done a great job of that in his brief outing so far. He's found that outside corner with the fastball well. 2-2. This one lined right side. It's down for a base hit. Tristan Melvin walking in. Evan Ulrich stops before home plate. Touches it with the pointer finger. And that is your final. Joes win it 11-1 as we get a run rule walk-off treatment for Tristan Melvin as the team clears the dugout to celebrate with him. But it is the second run rule victory in 3 days now for a Joes team that has really found their stride. Hamilton improves to 6-4 on the season as Richmond falls to 3-6. The Joes could potentially, with some results around the league, jump into a tie with the Cincinnati Steam for first place in the South Division tonight as Richmond continues to battle it out with Xenia at the bottom of the division. Joes win it 11-1. Don't go away. We'll have full post-game coverage. We'll go get Parker Lester, who had a fantastic night, to come up, and we'll interview him. Nick Johnson will wrap us up here from Hamilton. Joes win it 11-1. Stay with us. You're watching Joes Baseball on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.